Hey guys, it's Sam and this is my October wrap-up. So I only managed to finish 2 books in October. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't go to graduate school. It'll suck up all your time and you'll be like crying on Tuesday night because you're so exhausted. Not speaking from personal experience or anything. So this is going to be a quick video. I've actually already done reviews on these 2 books, and there's a book that I was reading for basically the entire month of October that I really enjoyed, but I didn't have enough time to finish, and I just finished it last night. It's really good, but it's coming up next month. So let's get to the books that I read this month. The first book that I finished was Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. As I said, I've done a full review on this book already. I actually did a discussion video on this as well because this book took me a while to read because it was so mediocre. This book takes place before and during the original Star Wars trilogy and follows 2 characters who are a part of the Galactic Empire and pilots, and they've been best friends, and it follows their lives as friends and as their relationship kind of separates and comes back together and all this kind of stuff, but it's with the backdrop of the original Star Wars trilogy. Now, I thought this would be really fun, but it actually wasn't because I just knew all of the beats, the major storyline beats, and I didn't find the characters very compelling. A lot of people say this is one of the best Star Wars books from like the extended universe. That doesn't give me a lot of hope for some of the other ones because while this wasn't a bad book, it just wasn't compelling either way. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. The characters were just bland and there, and I've already really forgotten most things about them since doing my review and finishing this book at the beginning of the month. So yeah, I gave this a solid 2.5 stars because, again, it's so mediocre. It's right in the middle. It's forgettable. And then the last book I finished was The Sculptor by Scott McCloud. This is a standalone graphic novel that follows a sculptor. It's a young man who has been a sculptor, who had a career as a sculptor, and then his life kind of fell apart, and he is actually given a deal from death that he has 200 days to live, but that he can sculpt anything with his hands during those 200 days because art is everything, etc., etc. So while I really enjoyed the art style of this and the humor, the characters were kind of a detractor for me, especially the love interest. I mentioned in my review in more detail, but the love interest is basically a manic pixie dream girl, and I have not run into that trope in so long, so when I saw it in here, I was like, what is happening? Is it 2007? So she really had no agency outside of being a motivator for the main character. She also had some mental health issues that were not at all addressed, and there was even this trope of, you know, medicine and treatment is bad, and that was never really addressed in the narrative, and all this stuff that just was really icky, and nothing about her was about her being her own person. It was all about her in relation to the main character, her in the relation to the feelings of the main character, and her being a motivator for the main character. And I'm not here for that, ever. So just for the art style and the kind of quirky sense of humor, I gave this 2 out of 5 stars, but it's not one I would really recommend picking up because alongside of all the Manic Pixie Dream Girl nonsense, there's also this whole, like, what was the point by the end of it? So yeah, I've had a while to kind of let it percolate, and I'm still like, I don't even know what that book was trying to tell me. So yeah, kind of mediocre reading month for October. I was reading Golden Sun, which is the second book in the Red Rising trilogy that I really enjoyed for the majority of October, but I can't talk about it because I didn't finish it before the end of October. I was also reading some books on audiobook that I wasn't really enjoying, so it was just I was not having a good time with my reading month. I was having a good time reading Golden Sun, which I'll talk about next month. Teaser. For that, actually I have a review coming up like shortly for that, so you'll see that on Monday. But my wrap-up for it will be next month. But just, it's towards the end of the year and I just want to read a lot of books and I can't. I'll stop complaining, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a first world problem. I just want to read the books on my shelf, okay? So comment down below and let me know what you read in October. Thank you all for watching and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!